What's up, guys? Back with another video, and it is another Power Rangers review, and it is Power Rangers RPM. Now, this is not only a fan favorite, but one of my favorites. Excuse me, it's in one of my top 5 favorite Power Rangers series. I would definitely rate this at the top. This season was supposed to be the last Power Ranger season, which is why they went all out on the original footage and stuff like that. And this was the last season produced by Disney. One of the biggest regrets about this season is that Disney didn't care anymore at this point. Power Rangers was a lost cause for them. They just threw it on ABC Family with no promotion whatsoever. They didn't care about it. They tried to cancel RPM before RPM. I think they tried to cancel it like right between Overdrive and Jungle Fury, if I'm not aware. Something like that, but they didn't even care about it enough to give it a commercial ad or anything. But this series is highly regarded as one of the best among the Power Ranger community, and also it is known for being a pretty dark series. Like, I wouldn't compare it to In Space, or the other seasons like that. I think In Space is a lot darker than this, but RPM is a pretty, it has its moments, but it can also be very comedic as well. It balances it out. RPM is a dark series, but it also has humor in it, which is why they have characters like Ziggy and Jim and Gemma, comic relief characters. And one of my favorite Rangers is Ziggy, because unlike the other series, Ziggy, in a lot of Power Rangers seasons, they do the huge explosions behind them, and excuse me, I felt like I had a sneeze going on, but they do a lot of the explosions in the background, especially during team-up episodes. And Ziggy always one of the questions, like, breaks the third wall or fourth wall or whatever, kind of like Deadpool, and he's like, "What's up with the explosions behind us, sir? Does nobody else notice those explosions?" Which I think is pretty funny, which is why he's one of my favorite characters. And the Rangers, one of my favorite things about the series is the Rangers, even Dr. K. It feels like everyone feels important in this series, no matter who, and everyone gets their spotlight. Like, everyone gets their back. Everyone has a backstory. Like, you find out Dr. K's backstory. Like, she wasn't allowed to go outside or anything like that, and she spent most of her life with Jim and Gemma. And what's his name? The Red Ranger Scott. You found out that he was in the Air Force or something like that, and he had a brother that he looked up to, and his brother sadly was destroyed during the attack on Corinth. Well, during the invasion or whatever, and he was shot out of the sky when they were flying the jets or whatever happened to him. And this season also utilizes a lot of original footage, and I think it was really necessary for the tone of this series, because Go Onger is not a very dark series. It's a very goofy, toned down series, which is why they did a lot of original footage, and why why they almost went into bankruptcy because of that. I'm not sure if that's actually true, but if it is, I'm guessing that's why they replaced Eddie with Chip. And I also heard it was for they disagreed with how he wanted to end the series. I'm not sure whether it's for. I'm not sure whether it was for the original footage, paying too much for original footage, or the disagreements on how they wanted to end the series. It could have been both, but there's only two people that know the answer to that, and that's Eddie and Disney. And this series definitely ranks up there, one of the best. Tanaya 7, also villain. You could tell where Chip's influence in the series is because they basically did like a mirroring of Andros and Astronomer from In Space, and Dylan and Tanaya 7, they turned out to be siblings together. And this series, I mean, what else do I need to say? This series is not only one of the best, but the RPM has one of the most successful cast of like Rangers. Or, I mean, Ika's on Jessica Jones, and he was in, I think he was in a few episodes of Empire, was MacGyver, iZombie, Adeline Kane, I'm not sure what I think Rain or something, whatever the name of her show is. But RPM cast, very high, very successful. Ask anyone what their favorite Power Ranger season is. They'll probably say this or In Space or whatever. But very, very strong series. This series was actually, Go Busters was actually influenced by this series. So Go Busters took a lot from RPM. So that just shows that even Super Sentai can be influenced by Power Rangers. With that being said, I give this series an A+. Let me know what you guys think of this series. I think it is one of the best. I absolutely love it. I rewatch it all the time. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.